Hey guys, SirPwnography here. So this will be episode 3 now that we're on. I'm just going to reverse hollow and yeah, go hit Havel and then hopefully the Taurus demon. So let's go do that. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum. Kill these guys as normal. You get used to killing these guys. They're a little pain, but not too bad. That guy, however, is. Now, in the interests of jolly cooperation, I will summon this fella here, Silent Biscuit 91. It would be nice to have you, Silent Biscuit. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to do online cooperative gameplay as much as possible, have a bit of fun, and just, you know, just go with it, go with the flow. Stabby McStabstab. Silent Biscuit should be spawning or summoning anytime now. Go on, Biscuit Boy. No, okay, whatever. If he spawns, he spawns. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It seems like he's got a very crappy connection. I know it's not my connection, so. A couple of guys here that you have to. Well, you don't have to kill, but you can kill. If you don't, they'll just come back and annoy you. There's a chest here with. I don't really remember. With something in it. There we go. We've got some fire bombs. Very useful against something. Summoning failed. Never mind. We've got 3 guys here. Ow. I'm just glad I've got a decent shield, otherwise I'd be taking quite a bit of damage just by blocking. So that's the residence key here, I'm going to use that for, which allows you to grab this chest here, which is apparently worth 1,000 souls. Gold pine resin is quite uncommon, so yeah, I can see why they say it's worth 1,000 souls. In fact, I don't know if you can actually buy it at a merchant for an infinite amount, or if it's like a limited item that you can only get so much of. Either way, it basically applies lightning damage to your weapon, which is pretty awesome against the Taurus demon. Yeah, so we'll see that in a minute. Come on. Yeah. And stab him, stab. In the interests of trying to be thorough, I'm going to do this in a slightly different order, because there's a Black Knight down there with a pretty cool ring which basically increases your defense when you're low on health. Tends to be a lot of the time. When you need it the most is when it's active. So, because of that, yeah, I'll show us that in a minute. So, I'm going to go up to here, just while I can. Hit this. No. Like a pro. Like a true pro. There's these lot here. So, there's a lizard here, which, if you kill, it'll drop you some extra things. And I'm going to lose it. No. Okay, cool, killed it. So I've got some Twinkling Titanite. Titanite is basically what you use to upgrade your weapons and armor, so on and so forth. So, first things first, let's say hello to Havel. I don't want to lose my 3,000 souls because that's quite a lot at this early stage in the game. Obviously later on it's virtually nothing, but... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my pine resin. If I can equip these. And pine resin. So I'm going to say hello to Havel. Havel's a beast to kill, and he'll one-shot you pretty much. So I'll hit the pine resin now, go down and say hello to him. Easiest way to kill him early game is just through backstabs. I'm not going to fight him on his level because if I do and die, that's a very real chance I'm going to lose my souls. So instead I'm going to force him to run up to here. In fact, I'll do it at the 2nd level so that I can afford to fall a level by accident. And yeah, so let's do this with these big walrus penis of a weapon or something like that. It truly is a giant boner of a weapon. And stab, boom, 61 damage. Ah, crap, I'm not going to do this in time. I'm only interested about doing 61 damage with a single hit, actually. I'll come back to him. Yeah. I didn't realise I did shit all damage to him right now, so... He might just be resisted to lightning, which means that my weapon isn't doing any real damage to him. There he is. He won't venture out past that area, so if you go here and... See what I mean? Instant death. One hit. He's ridiculously strong early game. So I'm going to take us to the Taurus Demon. You know where Havel is, down there. Once you kill him you get a really cool ring which will give you an extra 50% equip burden. I'll go back to him and work on him. I just think my weapon isn't particularly good against him. Happens unfortunately. Your weapons obviously have different stats which have different effectivenesses against different people. Again, I forgot to reverse hollow, but it doesn't really matter too much because of the fact that I'm going straight to the boss. Once you go into a boss area, you can't. Once you go into a boss area, you can't actually be invaded. If you have been invaded already, that person will then, you know, be vanquished, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, get these guys. Up here you've got a crossbow guy again. Always kill him. Otherwise, just when you least want it, you'll see him and he'll hit you. So you might have noticed I got 1 humanity from that kill there, which is quite cool. Certain enemies will just give you extra humanity for a certain amount of time, for a certain amount of kills. So like, there's a random chance of getting humanity for up to a maximum of so much humanity from one specific enemy. So yeah. You can't farm them guys for humanity, but they will provide up to 5-10 total, and that's that. I'm sure eventually though you'll have killed these guys so many times you'll feel like you are farming them. It is the nature of the game. Now there's a Black Knight down there, as I said, with a ring. If I'm doing virtually no damage to Havel, I'll do virtually no damage to him either, so again, I will come back to him, and we'll go from there. Grab my souls, now we'll run up these stairs, and then we'll reach the fog gate. Once we reach the fog gate, we will encounter the Taurus Demon. There you go. So I'm going to break off here, and then I'll post a separate vid for the Taurus Demon.